What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast, thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Sorry, I yelled that. That was aggressive. I just looked down at what are we going to do next. It's the podcast. Welcome. Some restaurants, mostly Japanese restaurants, sometimes... Whoa. Yeah, that's what... Have you told you what Jimmy and I do when we go in? We don't know what they say. We just yell something that sounds similar back.
What?
Well, they're saying, I know what they're saying. They're saying welcome. But when we say it back, we're saying welcome to them.
Yeah.
So they go, Sesame, and they go, Sesame.
I do it all the time. Oh,
And it's
I love
funny
it.
when you go into like one of these restaurants, that like the head chef or like the maitre d' will be like, and then everyone else in the kitchen,
I love it. I think
do
it's
I.
great.
So good.
That's why I love walking into. There was a sushi restaurant that we used to go to all the time, and that was so good. And every single person yelled it out. The wait staff, the
I miss
chefs.
that sushi restaurant.
It was
such a good
what was it
sushi
called? The
restaurant.
train tracks or something like that.
Sushi train?
Ah.
The train track.
No, it was called like it wasn't sushi train.
It wasn't a chain, but it was a
train.
It was a train. It
was like sushi
There
tracks.
was a sushi on a train,
Yeah.
but it was not the chain called sushi train.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was called like the tracks. or
Sushi light rail. So,
I feel like sushi train is so overrated though.
something. The
No, I just mean like the novelty of it.
business.
Just
No, this
so
place
many
is good.
plates.
This place is so
I
good.
love it.
This
Because
place
Too
you
is
much plates.
no, the thing I like about it is you don't have to think. It just comes in and you go, oh, that looks good. Bang, in your
Yeah.
That's because your stomach is like the dark abyss. Everything
is.
just
It
gets
is. It's a black hole.
shoveled in.
Who's that?
Misa ita sushi uma yama yama.
That's literally my stomach. it's literally Darth Vader. Have I got some Darth Vader? Oh, I've got. No, I don't.
What's that bottom one there? Play it just for fun.
It says Jimmy Nath
Darth Vader impression
Oh, this was a
from
game.
2022.
We
God.
asked people to give their Darth Vader impressions.
Did we?
Him.
13, 10, 60. 13, 10, 60. 13, 10, 60. Give us your Darth Vader impression tonight, right now.
See, this is what happened when we didn't have a boss.
Yeah, when you did anything you wanted.
It was so great when we didn't have Tony and Emma and Lolo and I'm joking.
See ya. Enjoy the podcast.
Would you like to give any feedback when you're opening there, Bones?
It was pretty shit.
I'd like to give him some feedback. This is what I quite generally think of your opener.
Impressive.
Can you try and do it?
Dun, 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 dun.
It just sounds like someone opened a window.
That wasn't bad. You got to do the impressive though.
Oh, that's good. Say
I
impressive.
watch so
Say
much Star
impressive.
Wars, dude. I live in a boy household.
Say impressive.
Impressive.
It sounded like Yoda. Impressive. you
Impressive
are.
it is.
All right.
No, now you're just breathing.
I just walked up some stairs. Impressive.
It was a bit Sean Connery.
It was Mishmanupane.
Mine was Karate Kid. Yours is Sean Connery.
It's very impressive. I have the Force. I've used it to send Mexicans back to Mexico. I forced them right out of that country.
Yeah. Here's James L. Jones saying it.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. I am your father.
Oh, I'm just like, I love that voice. You know, he did The Lion King.
Who, Mufasa?
Mufasa.
I think that's like a very.
That's very well
Who
known.
is airdropping me something? We are doing a podcast.
Are you getting airdropped?
Yeah, I'm getting airdrop.
Digital Laws, what are you airdropping?
Digital laws. You can buzz through, mate. You got a microphone
Yeah,
now.
what are you airdropping? Porn again?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, I didn't mean to. It wasn't anything nefarious. It wasn't like last time. I just was
And what did
airdropping
you
myself
airdrop me
something.
last time? Would you like to tell the
Oh,
podcast
yes,
listeners?
I would like to know.
Yes, I airdropped Jimmy's face photoshopped onto a dog having sex with another dog while we were interviewing Dr. Katrina Warren,
Who is A and who is Dr.
veterinarian, in case he had any questions.
The best part of it, that was before the interview, I was outside chatting to Loz and she goes, Jimmy, I am very busy today. I have things to do. And then I'm in an interview and I get the and I'm like, what's this?
I
He
watched
is a
that.
dog.
And I labelled it very important document, so he wasn't suspicious.
I was suspicious. It was you.
Lozzie and
Every
Jimmy
time I
have their
airdrop you
own.
something, it is not right.
You two, Lozzie and Jimmy, have a very sick sense of what is
I think
funny.
sick's the best way. to
Sick.
put it.
Yeah, we're both.
Twisted,
Sickos.
creative, some would call it.
I'd just say,
Quirky.
quirky, different.
Quirky,
Unique.
different.
No, but quirky is cute. Yours
We are
is
cute.
just
We're
sick
cute.
and twisted.
baby.
Cute, like two dogs doing each other.
We'll kill you.
in your sleeve.
Yeah.
Mother.
They both need to be, burnt
Put
at this stage. Let's do this.
It's today, 1041's
That's right, court is now officially in session.
50K Couple Courtroom.
That's right, Sydney. Argue your way to a share of 50K in our couple courtroom, much like this week's couple, Jim and Maddie and Kat. Maddie wants Kat to break things off with her boyfriend because Maddie used to date the same bloke and she can now not deal with the relationship.
Yeah, Gavin's around too much now.
Yeah.
She did give the blessing for Kat to start dating the ex, but he's just popping up and she's like, nah, not into it.
You never want too much Gavin in your life. You know what I mean?
No.
You've got to be careful of those Gavins.
Well, I know a Gavin. I don't want any Gavin in my life.
We know the same Gavin, and I don't want that Gavin in my life. It's now time for the next piece of very important evidence because we're going to allow both Maddie and Kat to call a character witness to the stand and provide some evidence that could impact the jury's decision for this case on Friday. Now, Maddie, you've thought long and hard about your character witness, I hope, yes?
I have, very much.
Okay, and who would you like to bring to the stand?
My brother Lincoln, he's had my back every day since forever. I feel like he didn't really like Gav when I was dating him.
Okay, all right. Well, let's round of applause. Let's bring him in, your character witness. Lincoln, welcome to the show. Hello, Link.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
So you didn't like Gav when Maddie and Gav were dating?
Oh, I just didn't think they were. Yeah, I didn't think he was the greatest. Probably the best way to put it.
Okay.
It's not that I'm setting a really high bar, but yeah, no, I didn't think he was that great.
Sorry, did you not set a high bar for Maddie, like based on previous
Well,
blokes?
yeah, based on previous blokes, but I guess you guys got to ask the questions, but yeah, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Okay, all right.
I'm glad that, your sister came out and said, he's had my back from day dot. And you're like, yeah, the bar's not that high, bro, Mads.
Yeah.
Straight under the bus.
I asked you, I guess, Link, you know Mads, so I guess you'd know Kat as well, correct?
Yeah, on and off.
Yeah. So do you think, Kat and Gav are a good match?
Oh, I think whether they're a good match, I'm not sure if he's a good match for anyone from what I know.
Right.
Not
So,
boyfriend material.
so you think nobody should be with Gav, just to clarify, Link?
Oh, look, from what I know about Gav,
Right, okay.
he's an interesting bloke. That's probably the best way to put it.
What team do you bat for, Link?
Oh, in which way? What do you mean?
You're straight, you're gay, what are you?
Straight.
Straight.
Yeah.
So, But if you were, would you date Gav?
I guess maybe if I was younger, he seemed to be a bit of fun, but I don't know how serious it is.
Okay.
How serious he is
You're
probably the best
saying
way of putting it.
It's a bit of fun. You get in there, but then it's not a commitment, long term, serious thing.
That's the kind of feeling I've got whenever I've met him or have heard of people that know him.
Okay. What do you think about Maddie wanting Kat to break up with Gavin? Do you back her on that?
I back her on that because she's never really led me the wrong way, so her choices have always been good.
Okay.
Her choices have
yeah,
always been
yeah.
good, but what about the matching McDonald's tattoo that she has with Kat? Would you say that was a good choice?
Look, there's good choices, but whether I agree with them or not might be a different way of putting it.
It was a good choice for her,
Right.
maybe?
So, okay.
Look, it always reminds me when I'm hungover. I'm like, oh yeah, that McDonald's tattoo. Now I've got to go get Macca's. So.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have one though, do you, Link?
Nah. I've got a KFC one.
Very good. Okay.
Magnific.
Lincoln, thank you very much. Maddie, are you happy with your character witness, your brother? I mean, he was honest. Are you happy with everything that he said, Mads?
I think that he gave the sort of character witness that a brother would always give.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should have chosen someone other than my brother, but at least he was honest.
Okay, very good. Lincoln, thank you very much for weighing in on the case. Maddie, thank you very much. Let's bring Kat, our defendant, back to the stand. Hello, Kat. Who would you like to bring as your character witness?
I've got my good friend Matt coming as my witness today.
Okay, your good friend Matt. Let's welcome him in. Matt, welcome to the stand. Hello, Matt.
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, we're very good. Matt, have you ever been a character witness for somebody in a court of law before?
I have not, so new ground. So.
New ground. Okay, all right.
Yep.
Matt, what do you, I guess, first thing, what do you think of Gavin? This is the bloke that Kat is dating that Maddie has dated. What is your opinion of Gav?
Yeah, no, he's a nice bloke. We've spent time together, and, I mean, so we all run together a bit, and we know him for that, but, I mean, he's a really lovely bloke. He's very gentle, kind. I've got no concerns with Gav. He's great.
Matt, what do you think about Maddie wanting Kat to break up with Gav just because he's around too much? It's too much for her.
I don't know. It's been 5 years. There's kind of part of me that's like, yeah, I understand there's like this girl code thing going on, but I mean, it's been 5 years. Like, it's time to build a bridge. I don't know.
Matt,
like 5 years ago, COVID. That's a long time.
Maddie, are you? What team are you batting for? You gay? You straight?
Oh, well, yeah, no, I'm gay.
Okay, so let's just say, you met Gav out. Would you date Gav?
Not my type, but, that doesn't preclude that from being Pat's type. That's fine.
That's
Hey,
true.
question.
Different flavours.
Question, yeah, different flavors.
Different strokes, different
blokes, yeah. Well, in Matt's case. Well, I mean, Matt, just quickly on, because we talked about girl code. We spoke about that a lot on the show today, and the fact that both Maddie and Kat may have both broken it. In the gay community, is there a gay code that you can break, or like how does it work? Like, would you be fine with your mate dating somebody straight after?
So straight after might be a problem, but I mean, 5 years is not straight after. Come on, there's going to be like a statute of limitations.
It's getting legal on us.
All right, Maddie.
Come on.
Yeah, come on, Maddie.
Well, Maddie, what do you think though? Do you think that Kat and Gav are a long-term thing? Like, what's your honest opinion of this relationship?
I don't know that it matters if they're a long-term thing, right? But they're spending time together now. It hasn't been 100 dates or anything. It's still fairly fresh. It's not like they're racing off to get married or anything. And, just let them have fun. Love is love, right?
Well, what do you think,
Love is love.
What do you think Maddie should do then? Like, should Maddie get over it? Like, put yourself in Maddie's shoes. What should she be doing, in your opinion, Matt?
Well, I get why she might be a bit irked by it, but, I mean, this is her best mate. We're all mates. Can't we just be happy for each other? I think she should probably pack it away a bit, and even if it's going to be a little fake, bung it on a bit for Kat. Come on.
Yeah, okay, so fake it till you make it.
Two of the great quotes: "Love is love" and "Bung it on."
Okay, hey, Kat, question for you. We got you there, Kat?
Yeah, I'm here.
Just a quick question. Say you break up with this hypothetical. Say you break up with Gavin, right? And Matt, who is your friend, starts dating him.
Oh.
Would you be, Matt, I need you to stay out of this. Kat, would you be okay with that?
Yeah, look, love is love, right?
Bull crap.
She is bunging it on.
You are bunging that on. Okay, Maddie, thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thanks, Maddie.
Matt, Kat, thank you very much. The jury will take that into consideration. I can see her making her notes. Of course, the decision will be made on Friday. A share of $50,000 just by having an opinion. Keep it here to keep winning, guys.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Miley Cyrus has been slammed for a comment that she made about JoJo Siwa. So it was Pride weekend in the States, and she said, "Enjoy coming out of the closet. If this Pride is the time for you, all right, I'm going to go back and get some more pretzels," because she was walking into a pantry, and find JoJo Siwa and bring her back out.
Oh.
Yeah. Because she was a lesbian before, and then she went into the Big Brother UK, Celebrity Big Brother house, and then she's like, "I think I'm queer," and now she's with a man.
So
with Chris Hughes.
Is this Miley saying this?
Miley saying
Is that quite a random person to weigh in on JoJo Siwa? Like, I don't even know. Like, why does Miley care? It's real weird.
All I know is that people are coming out and they're like, "I adore Miley, but this isn't okay." JoJo never went back into the closet. She's still queer. Again, JoJo being with Chris doesn't erase or change her attraction to women.
It just reminds me of one of those nobody, all of a sudden Miley. What the hell, Miley?
She's Miley Cyrus. Yeah. Just need to weigh in on.
Who cares? Like, you've got JoJo Siwa and Miley Cyrus. Like, who cares?
And commenting on someone's sexuality or the way that you identify, I just feel is like icky. Why? You don't need to.
She's got a new album out. So like, weird. I don't know. Maybe she needs a bit more traction.
And finally, fans have gone wild over the leotard that J-Lo wore on stage during her World Pride gig. It is basically, there's a photo that you guys have in front of you. It is basically a G-string at the front, and it stays that thin all the way up to her like tippy top hip bones.
Yeah, that looks uncomfortable.
But people are like, how? How is everything just there, like contained?
Would that need to
I
be?
would never. You could pay me $1 million and I would never wear that because you'd be so.
How much?
Mate, you can pay me $10. I'd wear that.
Well, I'll
Yeah, but
pay you
you're a
$10 if
man.
you let me wear it. Have you ever had an irrational fear? Do you have one now, or as a kid, Em, did you have an irrational fear, something you were scared of that you probably shouldn't have been?
Yeah, I'm scared of, and don't even think about doing this. Balloons popping.
Balloon
I
popping.
hate when they're all like kids that are playing on balloons and it goes, and you don't actually know if it's going to pop or not. Oh my God, having leftover balloons from a party and then your kids just constantly jumping all over them. Don't, no.
It's actually balloon.
Why is there a balloon here?
I don't know.
All right, pop it.
It's not even planned.
Don't
The best
pop
way
it.
to
Don't pop
overcome
it.
your fears is face your fears.
Don't.
Here we
That's
go.
going to be an old balloon. It's not going to. Yeah. It needs to be like a fresh balloon popping like real close to me. I can't handle it.
We got a fresh balloon. That was a really soft. Yeah. Is your microphone on?
Your microphone is not on.
That's
Hello?
weird. Oh, there we go. It's back on now.
It's back.
Anyway,
it's stupid.
my mic got scared.
I also hate the sound. I think a lot of girls feel this way about birds if they're flying overhead, like hearing the wings flap.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you're overcoming your fears. Well, guys, the reason I bring it up is
That was my favourite thing to do as a kid. I had like magpie season. I'd run up behind people.
yeah, with your hat. It sounds like
is so mean.
it sounds like a bird. It's really good.
No, it's one of my great impressions.
The reason I bring it up is because I learned something this morning that has made something I was very scared of as a kid seem a little bit silly. And I'm kind of glad that I've now found out this information because as a kid, I was always told, right? So this fear was told to me by my parents and my grandparents. They created this. I was always told that I had to be very careful of escalators because the teeth at the end of escalators, they could suck you and your toes and your shoes in. Right? So I think they told me that to make sure I paid attention when I was on escalators, right?
Okay.
And I was told those little teeth at the end, you know, when you get off, they could suck you in and suck your feet in and suck your toes in, right?
And how long did you believe that for?
28 years.
Okay, get it, but you wouldn't. You just couldn't fit in there.
Yeah.
Well, no, but I thought it would be like quicksand. You know what I mean? Like a slow, like you'd get stuck
Like
under
a
there, and
squelch.
then
Like a
all
cartoon kind of thing.
yes, yes, and all of a sudden you'd be
Turn it like paper.
You'd be sucked in underneath.
I get
the
it, like,
thing.
but yeah, I mean,
As a
what
kid.
year did you? How old?
30. Anyway, so I found out that it's actually a complete hoax because the grooves in the escalator, right, on the steps, which I thought were for grip, they're not for grip. They actually line up perfectly with the teeth at the end of the escalator, forming a barrier that is designed for nothing to ever get stuck in those little teeth. No shoes, your little toes can't get stuck. It is impossible for them to get stuck at the end of an escalator, even if you try, because it creates a little barrier.
I've seen people get like girls get dresses, like especially when we go to awards
Well,
nights.
then this TikTok is lying.
Well, they are.
Yeah.
Because it's
Because fabric can get under there.
Yeah.
Really thin. It
really
needs to be like
thin stuff.
tulle or something.
They can't say nothing, but yes, thin material can get. I've seen it.
But
many
most
times.
people aren't walking around with long trains of tulle. Unless you're...
Oh, mate, have you seen Jimmy on a Tuesday?
I love throwing on my floor-length gown.
You're pretty much a Disney princess.
It really brings out the colour of your eyes.
13 10 60. What is your irrational fear? It can be absolutely anything. Jim, any irrational fears?
Well, you know, I'm afraid of heights.
Yeah, that's not irrational.
But
though.
yeah, that's not irrational.
That's a genuine fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing silly that you were afraid of as a kid?
Aliens in your
commitment.
Oh.
No.
This has turned into a therapy session now.
No, I don't think so. No, I've got an actual real fear of heights.
Yeah,
Like, I
that's
get
a-
sweaty,
that's
but
a-
I don't have.
That's a proper fear.
I don't. Yeah, I don't
we had a
think I have.
producer once. Here's a true story. We had a producer once on our show many years ago who was had a fear that she would one day spontaneously combust. Remember?
Yeah.
Actually, she thought she would
She just thought,
just
what happens if
explode
one day
everywhere.
just. Yeah.
I met a guy when I was travelling and he was scared of... Why is that funny?
Just spontaneously combusting is quite funny to think about.
He was scared of mushrooms. Like...
Well, you should be if you've seen the news.
Maria.
Hi, how you going, boys?
Good. Irrational. Up yours.
Up yours.
Irrational fear.
Yeah, so sharks. And so if I was at the beach, I'd make sure there were people swimming ahead of me. So if the shark came, it got them.
Yeah. They're the entree. You have time to get out.
Good,
Yeah, they're the entree. But then, no, it will give me time to run out. And then if I was in a swimming pool, like a big swimming pool, like the public pools where you'd have Olympic pools, I'd be scared of the deep end, thinking, because I couldn't see clearly down there because it was so deep.
Yeah.
Could there be a shark there? Then I'd think, could there be?
my
Even
God.
though the swimming pool, you know.
I can get the shark in the ocean, right?
Yeah.
That's their home. But I don't. The irrational is you were scared of sharks in the pool.
Do you know what girls think like this? Sometimes I sit on public toilets and I'm like, is a snake going to bite my bum? I don't know why.
What?
Oh, everyone outside's agreeing.
Okay.
So everyone outside, you think this when you sit in the toilet?
What, a snake is
Can someone use their microphone rather than nodding outside?
Executive producer, take out, and you better not say yes.
Yeah. There's also one where I'm sitting in public transport and I'm scared someone's just going to cut my hair when it's long. Do you guys ever get that?
What?
I don't have that one.
Like when I have really long hair,
Yeah.
I'm scared that like someone's just walking around with scissors just for funsies chopping people's hair.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I didn't say that I could explain it. I'm just telling you how I feel.
Emma, when we were talking about this 5 minutes ago, where were these?
I don't know. Well,
You
actually,
have to have
Maria brought
shit
my
balloon
crazy out.
story. You're worried about people cutting your hair.
Yeah, but Maria brought the crazy out. She reminded me
Okay.
that, and even
Maria's
like
fault.
when we were doing a photo shoot downstairs the other day for our new photos, and I got put in a room to change, and I'm scared that there's always a camera, so I looked around for a camera first.
Well, that's us who've done that.
Yeah,
So,
well, I mean, they did have a camera in there, so that one.
Just ignore the red
That's
flashing
not
light.
irrational.
Yeah. Change the batteries on the GoPro while you're in there. Jess, irrational fears, Jess.
Hi, up yours, guys.
Up yours.
Jess.
And just backing up to Nath about the escalator, I actually had a long dress get sucked into the bottom of like an escalator as I was getting on one.
See, the fear exists.
Well, you're not backing up Nath. Nath did say earlier nothing can be.
Well, according to this TikToker, but my fear was that you could get sucked in. So you were sucked into an escalator.
My dress was, yeah.
See? Were you standing there?
It was really scary.
So did you, just to clarify, you didn't end up under the escalator, just the dress.
Just the dress, yes, and it got ripped, and Anyway,
you're one of the lucky ones.
I was a survivor. Yeah.
Irrational fear, Jess. What do you got?
My irrational fear is lizards. So all lizards, but particularly those little skinks.
Yeah.
I can't stand them. I have been terrified of them since I was a kid. I'm in my 40s. My husband and my kids think it's hilarious. They catch them, try to have a desensitization program. It hasn't worked.
What do you think they're going to do to you, though, Jess? Why are you scared of them?
I don't know. The way they run with their little legs, and they're very fast, and they look slimy, but they're not.
But do you think they're going to get in you? Or, like, what do you...
I don't know if they're going to bite me. I don't know.
Are you scared of snakes?
Yes.
Okay,
but
yeah.
I see lizards a lot more. I think, though, they're very close to snakes. Like, they look like snakes.
Yeah,
they just
snake
have legs.
adjacent.
They're reptiles.
Yeah,
They're all
snake
reptiles.
adjacent.
Snakes with legs.
Yes.
Do you
Leg
have
snakes.
Do you have this same? Well, it's you. Do you have this same fear of when you sit on a public toilet that maybe a skink's going to bite you?
I do if I'm camping, not at home.
Yeah, at home would be weird.
No, home, I got to say, I don't feel the snake fear when I'm at home on my own toilet.
When you poo here at work?
No, but it's more when I go to other public toilets.
Okay, so out in the wild.
No, not necessarily. Oh, yeah, like if I go to a park toilet,
I'm
what
gonna
if a
put
snake comes
I'm
and
gonna
bites me on the
put a
bum?
snake in the ladies' toilet here at
Yeah.
work and see what happens.
I'm gonna dress up as a snake.
Oh, yuck.
I'm gonna slither a little snack.
I'm a snake.
Right.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Won't say the official greeting, but insert official greeting.
No,
here.
say it.
Up yours, Ray.
Up yours, Ray.
yours.
Up yours.
Thanks.
Ray, you're welcome. What's your irrational fear?
Trampolines.
Why?
Why
They're so
trampolines?
fun.
What's scared?
When I was younger, we were playing on the trampoline and we put a sprinkler under there, my two siblings.
Yeah.
And the rule was only one person on the trampoline at a time.
Yeah.
And as children without supervision and arguing siblings do, my brother jumped on, which ended up bouncing me off, and I ended up straddling over with the springs. So just the thought of trampolines, I can't do it.
Well, see, I don't think that's irrational. That's a proper. You've
that's
had your
trauma.
that's a spacey memory.
I'm 33 now, and I still can't do trampolines. Just the thought of it is like, nope.
So
no way.
you haven't been on a trampoline since the whole issue?
No, not
Did
since
it
I was 6.
did it get your bits?
Yes, it did. I ended up in hospital.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great holidays. What if? It's Aussie for travel.